So recently I've noticed that a lot of debate around, what time of the morning you're supposed to wake up if you want to be successful, right? Some people wake up at 4 a.m., some people say it's 10 a.m., some people say wake up whenever you're ready to wake up. Well, I think that people fail to realize when they read those things is that, discipline ultimately reveals your potential. And whether you wake up every day at 10 o'clock in the morning and go through the same routine, or you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go through the same routine, the key is the routine. Because ultimately, the natural inclination is to screw off. The natural inclination is to, left to our own devices, we would be, we would die, right? We wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't accomplish anything. We'd end up in this deep depression. We would get mired in our laziness. And routine ultimately is what reveals what our potential is. And anything that you've ever sought to achieve on a high level, what you've noticed is that the greatest success you have is when you're consistent at it, right? So if you think about, and I think the easiest way, the easiest analogy is if you think about training for a marathon or going to the gym. For me, if I don't go to the gym at before 7 a.m., it doesn't happen. Because at 8 a.m. I start getting meetings and at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, all the way through the rest of the day. And at 5 o'clock, the last thing I want to do is go to the gym. In fact, anybody who says anything to me, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Go for a beer? Absolutely. Watch TV? Yes, absolutely. Go pick up the kids, go grocery shopping? I will do anything other than that. But what I understand is that if I can create discipline around a certain element, it's going to reveal what my potential is. And I think that people get really hung up on this idea about what time they need to wake up. It's not about when you wake up, it's about what you do with every hour after you wake up that's really important. And I think that the human condition craves structure. We crave a certain level of consistency. That consistency is why we automatically get hungry at the same time every day. It's why we tend to go to sleep at the same time every night. It's why, if we're going to be successful at things, we've got to find the time to do, whether it's meditation, whether it's, time to handle the to-dos or those elements. I think that you've got to get really regimented and really rigid around your discipline to ultimately accomplish the things that are most challenging. A lot of success is predicated on unspectacular work that needs to be done consistently, that requires simply showing up even when you don't feel like it. And that's where routine really comes in. And that's where that discipline really matters. Don't get hung up on what time you're waking up. It's not going to determine your success. It's what you do with the hours and how you fight off the natural inclination to not do the things that have to get done, the unspectacular things that most other people will refuse to do that are going to make you successful.